Hey everyone, today we're going to be moving my sump downstairs. This has been something I've been considering for a while because I like to use oversized equipment and I would really like to eliminate a lot of the noise that comes from the sump. So I currently have large saltwater and freshwater reservoirs downstairs, so this will also make water changes as a matter of like turning two valves, which is pretty nice. Not quite as nice as an automatic water change, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna like this a little bit more, and I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But so I have about 50 feet of flexible PVC pipe that I'm gonna be using for both my overflows and the return coming back up. Yeah. Let's see how this goes. So as you can see right now, I'm kind of running out of space between the refugium and my skimmer. Just alone takes up half the sump. This will allow me to upgrade the sump in the future fairly easily, or change out the tank fairly easily without having to worry about plumbing really. It'll just be a matter of a couple of unions, hook up the pipes, and that's about it. So for this project, I need 3 lengths of 50-foot flexible PVC. Oh, the lights flickered. That's fun. So 2 of them are 1.5 inches in diameter, and the other is 1 inch in diameter. The 2 1.5 inches are going to be my emergency and main drain back down to the sump, and the 1 inch in diameter is going to be my pump back up. And a bunch of solid PVC pipe that we got down there, just to try to keep things looking cleaner until I reach the cold air returns. You heard that, right? Cold air returns. I'm going to be running everything through the cold air returns. Right now I have a bunch of RO line running from the basement that I've been using to pump water up and down from the basement, but all that's going to end up coming out. So that runs through the wall there and through the wall right there to go across to the tank, right? So there's the cold air return. Should be fairly simple. Now just got to get it all plumbed up. I'll continue the video once I have the rigid stuff for the bottom of the tank over there done. So it's been about, I don't know, a month and a half probably since I recorded the last video. So there's all the rigid plumbing. I needed, I realized there was a lot of weight because I actually basically created external overflows because the tank I have, unfortunately, has 2 independent overflow boxes. So in the back, you can see I actually have a pipe that comes up on both sides, and that's what goes to my secondary return. Yeah, my pinch point is if I ever have a plug, it's going to happen on one of the 2 sides, and then there's nothing I can do about it. But I think I've done everything I can. So all the pipe is now run through the cold air return, which was a much bigger mess than anticipated, but there it is. Now today I want to show how easy this makes water changes. Okay, now this makes water changes quite a bit easier. So I built this little siphon tube with a filter on the end to go into my overflow with a hose attached to it so I can pull a full siphon out of the tank. So I just start this like, as soon as I start this, I have to run downstairs and turn on a pump, turn off the main return pump, and turn on a pump to start pumping it down the drain. So this might be kind of quick here. Close that valve. Got to turn off my power heads, or I'll start making a mess once the water level drops down. Pull the pipe out of my return so that the water level can drop further. Here we go. See, the water level is already dropping substantially. in the main. So let's just quickly run downstairs. So now we have water coming down at an alarming rate. Turn the main return pump off. Turn this other pump that I have for pumping from there up and down the drain. Now it's pretty much waiting until the water finishes draining out of the tank, pretty much. But in the meantime, let's talk about all the pipes coming down through the cold air return. I intend on moving the tank probably about 10 feet once I finish some renovations upstairs. So I have the extra hose just coiled up. And I have a hose going from my salt reservoir into the tank. So now, just pretty much a waiting game. So it's been about 4 minutes, and it is now completely drawn all the water down to about half of the tank. Just gotta pull this out, open that valve, and take it out of the tank. Careful not to break anything. So just pull it out. I'll just set it on the ground here for now, while we go downstairs and deal with the rest of the water change so we don't have to have the coral out of water for too long. So now the water's done draining from upstairs. See, there's no more water coming down. Just have to wait for my little pump to finish draining out of the sump. Should only take a couple more minutes. Okay, it has finished draining after an unexpected phone call, now a matter of refilling the tank upstairs is just turn my return pump back on, wait for it to turn on, then it's pretty much just open this valve. And it's pretty much just a matter of opening this valve. I should need about 30 gallons, so I can see on I have gradients on the far left side here. I'll just drain about 30 gallons, probably 40 gallons into the tank, given that the sump is partially emptied. And should be in business. Once I get close to the end, I'll want to slow down so that I can monitor it as the tank finishes filling. There's 10 gallons already. Still have to wait for the return pump to finish pumping it up. $15 gallons. Now this is mostly filled. Just going to turn this off for a moment and go check upstairs. Okay, we got water just starting to come back down the return pipes. I can hear it. It will, yeah, you can see it starting to come down now. So now it's just a matter of topping it off to exactly where my auto top off is, and then I don't have to make any more adjustments, and then it's done. Let's just turn the auto top off back on and see if that's good. Nope, a little bit more. Again. Yeah. Oh. Right on the line. But now it's just a matter of fine tuning it, which shouldn't be a problem. There's always a bit of bubbles in the line as it refills the returns. Get back up there. Overfilled ever so slightly, so let's just take a little out. That's about perfect. Plug my skimmer back in, and that's it. The entire process, I guess it took about 20 minutes. Well, there we have it. Massive water change is 0 buckets. I like that. I could eventually set that up to be completely automated, but probably not worth it. I would like to monitor it anyway, because really don't need that much water around when you're not actively monitoring it. But I thought I'd give a little bit of a update on the Zetlight that Devin from Reef Dudes set up on my tank a while back. He did a video on it, and the biggest thing I noticed was that some corals in my tank that I thought were completely dead, like I had a Monty on the top that was growing fine. Actually, you might be able to see him. Well, you can see his part of his skeleton up there, but he was completely dead. I thought it was completely gone, and not probably 2 weeks after setting up the light, we get new growth. It's interesting, right? Same with this Monty down here. He wasn't doing the greatest, and now he's doing quite a bit better. But yeah, those are the 2 biggest things I noticed with it. Overall, happy with the light. I put the black box, one that I had on it here before, on my freshwater tank, and works perfectly fine for that. Oh, just some plants sitting at the top waiting for pickup. But even some other coral in my tank, like I had this, pretty sure it was a green slimer of some sort, right there. He also lost all his color, but is now coming back. Something I have noticed, I'm not sure why, or if it'll show up on camera really, but this bird's nest coral here that I have, it started off entirely a reddish purple color, right? But since putting it in the tank, and a lot of other corals in the tank have done this, but you can see little amounts of like fluorescent green It tends to happen with like every coral in my tank. It maintains its regular color now, but I end up with this fluorescent green color that especially shows up on under the moonlight, so maybe I'll record that again then. But those are the two biggest things I've noticed with it. Yeah. So there's just an update to the what I'm doing in the Zetlight. So yeah, if you have any questions, or just let me know in the comments. Have a great day.